Hawthorns earlier this season. Another chance for Villa to establish Midlands supremacy. Good start. Darius Vassell fast and first as Thomas Hitzlsperger's free kick bobbled loose. So this meeting wouldn't be goalless, though one theme continued. Russell Holt again winning his personal battle with Dion Dublin. He saved the big man's penalty last time around. Villa were dominating, so a huge bonus for West Brom when Jason Kumas showed again he's really getting to grips with his step up to the Premiership. The former Tranmere man's first ever goal in the top division. Villa's response brought Holt to the rescue once more. The faintest touch took Lee Hendry's blast onto the bar. 23 minutes after the break, the moment which could have turned the match in Albion's favour. Steve Staunton got a second yellow. It might have been a straight red. He'd already been warned about the feud with Dicchio shortly before. Yet the 10 men still made the running. Vassell once again tested the agility of the keeper. What an afternoon. Even when Holt wasn't on hand, the gods seemed to be on his side, the post preventing a Laris Sigurdsson own goal. Villa must have thought a winner would never come. 2 minutes into stoppage time, Hitzlsperger tried his luck, and the deflection helped it in. Finally, they found a way past the Baggies' brilliant stopper.
He's proved it the game we played there about 4 weeks ago. He showed some great goalkeeping skills and that. But today, I said it was a great shot. I think he couldn't have done anything.
The opposition have had somebody sent off, which puts the onus on ourselves to get the ball down and play. And it didn't happen again.
Stan wears his heart on his sleeve. He plays that way. He has, as I say, apologised. I can't see where the referee had any alternative but to issue a second yellow card, which meant that Stan had to go.
For all the deadliest shots in the Premiership, Graham Taylor had made 2 changes for the Villa side. Steve Staunton replacing Ulysses de la Cruz, Gareth Barry coming in for Ian Taylor. West Brom made 1 change to the side that lost at Tottenham. Darren Moore in for Ronnie Woolwork. Rob Hawthorne, your commentator.
Johnson tries to get it away, but it's kept in by Leonardson. Now Hendry. Good play by Lee Hendry, opening it up for Gareth Barry. First real warning sign to the West Brom defence. Staunton. Good cross, Dublin! That was his big chance to put the memory of his penalty miss against Albion behind him. It's pretty much one way in Villa's favour at the moment. Now Hitzlsperger. Well, he's got the free kick. It was McInnes' challenge before Kumas emerged with it. Looks as though Jason Roberts was up there for a show of dissent. And for that show of dissent, kick is moved forward 10 yards into a far more dangerous situation. Well, Hitzlsperger has provided some blockbusters recently, and Dion Dublin seems to be telling him that this one is his. It is Hitzlsperger. It's blocked by the wall. Vassell! He was the sharpest to react when Hitzlsperger's effort was blocked by the West Brom wall. He tucks it away, and Villa score against West Brom. Dublin's header! Oh, what a save! Away by Moore. Good looping effort, but Russell Holt, who's been in the form of his life, at full stretch there to tip it away. That well by McInnes in the first instance, and he's got it back here from Johnson, and he's got it through as well. Jason Roberts has support from Hughes. Lee Hughes blocked, rescued by Kumas. Jason Kumas gets his first goal for West Bromwich Albion, and what a place at which to score it. Beautifully placed by the Welsh international. As far as Vassell and Lee Hendry. Oh, off the woodwork! Dublin and Vassell are both there looking for the rebound. Neither can get it. A rocket of an effort from Lee Hendry and really rattled the goal frame. Roberts. Free kick against Staunton. And he has to watch his step in protesting, otherwise he's going to end up in the same situation that Albion did, with the free kick being moved forward 10 yards. I think he's carried his protest too far again here. He's going to put his own team under more pressure here, Staunton. Vassell. And still, Darius Vassell! Good save. Well, he scored once already, Vassell, but Holt comes to West Brom's aid on this occasion. J. Lloyd Samuel. Øyvind Leonardsen. Back for Lee Hendry! And Holt stood watching with some anxiety. He was rooted to the spot then, the West Brom goalkeeper. Leonardsen. Hendry. Now Vassell. Good work by Vassell, deflected on its way through. And yet again, Russell Holt, who's had a busy start to the second half, comes to West Brom's rescue. Staunton. Well anticipated Gregan, now Dicchio. Gregan has fallen flat on the ground. Steve Staunton returns the ball in a fashion. Well, off the ball, before the throw-in's taken, there's a scuffle going on between Steve Staunton and Danny Dicchio. Dicchio, I think, was unhappy about where Staunton put the ball from the drop ball. The argument still rages between them. Still plenty of verbal sparring going on between Dicchio and Staunton. But it's Staunton against Dicchio that's drawing a lot of attention at the moment, and Dicchio goes down again, and once more Staunton was the player closest to him. And what's the referee going to do here? Oh, it's a second yellow, he's off! Steve Staunton, who was booked for dissent earlier in the match, shown a second yellow and then a red for that challenge on Danny Dicchio. The pair of them have been winding each other up, and it's Staunton who pays the ultimate price. Vassell. Good strike! Another magnificent save from Holt. Real powerful hand to it, because that was struck with some force by Darius Vassell. Hendry's free kick is swept in. Oh, it came off a West Brom head. Sigurdsson, I think, almost directed it past his own goalkeeper and got lucky. I think this just skims off the Icelander's head. And he was lucky because it hit the post. Hendry. Now Hitzelsberger. And it took a deflection, it's in! It's another wonder strike from the young German. And in injury time, it may well have secured the victory for Villa. Hitzelsberger, again the hero. And Villa on their way to victory against their local rivals.
Thomas had the shot right, almost with the last kick of the game that got a deflection. But I think if there's one team that deserves a little bit of good fortune this season, it's us, it's the Villa boys. We'd gone down to the 10 men and we battled. And at the end, you know, West Brom have had one shot on target, which is the goal that they scored from. So I think we very much deserve to win the game.
I just feel that we've got to adapt to this division a lot more than we are doing. You know, it's not enough all the time to keep coming in and saying we're learning, because obviously there are things out there that we're not learning. And you know, if we don't start saying, right, we've got that one in the memory bank, we know what we're doing, then consequently we're going to keep going over the same old ground time and time again.
They're unlucky, Rob. You know, the goals that they concede are unlucky. You know, they're battling and they're scrapping, but they don't seem to get any luck. You watch this when the first goal for Darius Vassell that comes through the wall. It's our man, the Hammer.
Hitzelsberger. I was just calling him the Hammer.
I think it is, yeah, because it reminds us of George Albert.
Yeah.
With his strike, and then he whacks this, and look where it lands, just at the feet of Darius Vassell, just behind the wall. There he is, he's on the edge of the wall now, he's the first one to react. And then it goes, you know, they're trying their best. It's just not happening.
You're giving marks for the striker really for the reaction, but it could have gone anywhere.
Absolutely.
You know, just unbelievable how it's going for them. And especially when the winner goes in as well in the similar circumstances.
We'll have a little look at that in a second. Jason Kumas, who you know better than anybody, eventually he's gone to up the leagues, West Brom.
The lad's got tremendous ability. I mean, he's got everything you look for in a footballer. The only thing that was people doubt about him, I know lots of clubs have looked at him, they doubted his defensive qualities, and to be fair, it wasn't his strength. If you let him do what he's good at, which is score goals and create goals, playing in the last third of the pitch, he'll do that all day for you. Defensively, he needs to pick up a bit, and I think that's what Gary might be getting on about.
Could you have sold him when you were there?
There was always been a lot of interest in him. Whether it was for the right money or what, I'm not sure.
Were you surprised he didn't go earlier? Everybody had a good look at him, didn't they?
Yeah, he had the opportunity to go earlier, but he decided to stay for whatever reasons.
OK. Steve Staunton sent off. Dissent, first of all.
Yeah, for the first booking, but then he had the posse after him, didn't he, really? Because Gregan goes down for a head injury. West Brom were in good possession on the attack, so the referee asks him to pass it back to him, and he pops it out of play. So the anger from the West Brom players, everyone's having a pop at him. Dickio's the first one to have a go, and Stan's saying, leave me alone, so to speak, and that's where it kicks off, Rob.
Yeah, and it continued from that moment on.
But not just with him, you know, it was everybody was getting involved. Watch Jason Roberts here, look, there's a little swing of the arm, and he comes back again. And then this one here is Dicio first comes in, and a little nudge on him, the arm goes across his shoulder, and he wants to swing that arm away.
It's not like Steve at all,
is it?
You know, it's not in his makeup, that. But he just needed to count to 10, get away from the situation, didn't he? But he's obviously been wound up a lot because he doesn't normally do things like that.
No, but there was only one outcome, and it was going to be.
I mean, he had to go. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it. I mean, he possibly could have got a straight red there.
It could have cost them, couldn't it? So dear, you know, to go down to 10 men.
Yeah.
They were lucky really to get away. I mean, he'll know himself that, you know, he was out of order what he did. But there's nothing clever. I mean, if you're going to knock the ball, knock it back to the keeper. I mean, why knock it out of play? I mean, there's nothing clever about that.
OK, we called in the hammer, and it's the left foot. Jorg Albertz, Rangers player, former Rangers player, was the boy, the German with the left foot. And this fella, Chris, is...
You just think, has Derek McInnes done anything wrong? He's done nothing wrong. He's shielding him, and he's inviting the shot in a way, but he thinks, well, I'm going to stick a leg out, and he sticks a leg out. We talked about Klaus Lundekvarn didn't do it. That could have happened as easily.
Exactly. I mean, it's, as we said, sitting here looking at us afterwards, it is easy. It's a good goal. You shoot, you take chances, and he's done that. I mean, it could have went in the stand last minute. He didn't have much to lose, did he? Yeah. And it flew in the top corner and won the game for him.
Tell he's done a few times. What a left foot he's got.
I think you see some of the goals there, magnificent. But I think that was probably the only way they were going to score yesterday. You know, as you say, they've done nothing wrong. Two lads, in fact, squeezed the ball, and to get a little touch and end up in the top pocket of the net, you think, you know, all that hard work has gone up in smoke for them.
That was it, no way back either. Russell Holt, people are speaking in great terms about. He had another good day yesterday. He's been a right bonus, hasn't he?
He gets worked very hard. But what about that for a header from Dublin?
Yeah.
And you know, you're talking about quick feet from goalkeepers and getting back on your line. He does that well.
He's made four or five world-class saves there, hasn't he? And apparently he's been doing it all last season.
He has,
and this season as well. So he's certainly, you know, chipping in for West Brom.
Consistent.
Doing his account.
OK, let's have a look at the table, how it's all shaken up. Wins for Sunderland and Bolton in the next 24 hours would leave West Ham's Christmas position looking a bit precarious, don't you think? It wouldn't do much for Leeds United either. Talk about bunched up at the top. 6 points separate 6 teams. And for all Evertonians out there, yes, the Blues are above the Reds.